Why is Mississippi the state with the lowest GDP per capita? To answer this question, we first need to better understand what GDP per capita is. GDP per capita is a measurement used to get a better idea of the quality of life for an area. To find GDP per capita, you need to divide the total GDP of an area by its population. For Mississippi, the GDP is $150 billion, 0.5% of the US GDP. Yeah, it's kind of crazy to think about if Mississippi just disappeared, the US economy wouldn't even feel it. So when you divide Mississippi's $150 billion by their population of 2.9 million people, you get a GDP per capita of $50,893. The lowest in the US. For comparison, the state with the highest GDP per capita is New York at $114,000. So why is Mississippi the lowest? Well, this answer can go back as far as the 1800s, but we're going to keep it modern. In order to keep the GDP for a state high, there needs to be industry and jobs from that industry. The more high-paying jobs, the more the GDP will be, because people have more money to spend. And when you look at the jobs that Mississippi has a high ratio for, they're not high-paying jobs. When you look at this data on Ursus.com, you see that Mississippi has a high proportion for material movement, construction, farming, grounds maintenance, service industry, and protective services. Although these are all very important jobs, they just don't pay a lot. And the reason there aren't any high-paying jobs is because there's a lack of industry. Mississippi's two least present industries is professional and management services, industries that bring high-paying jobs. So to summarize, the reason Mississippi's GDP per capita is so low is because there's a low number of high-paying jobs. Residents in the state are likely only going to be able to find low-paying jobs in the service industry or blue-collar work. All of the data used was sourced from Ursus.com, and be sure to follow to answer more questions like,